Oh, hello. You come in. This is Variant Rolls with Fatal Friends and Wicked Lovers, a Monster Hearts game. I am Ty. I am going to be your TA for this semester. And I will take these lovely monsters on a journey of self discovery and unbridled eroticism. And I thank you for joining us. So, we're going to go around and introduce ourselves. Let's start with Matthew W. Foreman.
Hey, that's me. I am Matthew Foreman. I am at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. I use he, him pronouns. I will be playing. Are we doing name, pronouns, and playbook?
Sure.
Okay, I'm playing Aurora, the Fae, who also uses he, him pronouns. So I'm very excited.
Let's take it to Anders.
Hello, I am Anders. I use he, him pronouns. You can find me at Anders_D_K on the internets. I am playing Isaiah Warnos, the mortal, who also uses he, him pronouns.
And let's take it to Maria.
Hello, I am Maria. I use she, they pronouns. I can be found at Happy Capster on all of the socials, and I'm going to be playing Nadia Hawthorne, who is the queen.
And let's go to Emma.
Hello, I'm Emma. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. And today I will be playing Cordelia Knox using the, what am I using? The Infernal playbook. And she also uses she, her pronouns.
And last but not least, Val.
Hey, that's me. I'm Matthew Foreman at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. Everybody, I'm Val. I'm the Nerdy Niffler on Twitter, and today I will be playing Asher Volkov, who uses the Werewolf playbook.
Fantastic. So without further ado, let's begin. Our story begins mid-September, 3 weeks after the fall semester has begun at Paxton Academy. A slightly chill breeze tussles the ashy brown hair of Isaiah Warnos as he approaches the Belmont Academic Center. Books in hand at 8:32 a.m., ready to arrive at his first period study hall, scheduled for 9 a.m. Halls are very quiet this early. A bespectacled student sits up against lockers, eyes darting back and forth from a thick book on European history to a notebook they are furiously scribbling in, large headphones shutting out the rest of the world. After making your way to the S-Wing, you arrive at room S203 for study hall.
Yes, I do.
As you open the door, you see an almost entirely empty lecture hall. Reginald Reggie Thompson, the TA, sits at a large desk in front, his feet crossed, resting atop it. He holds a clear plastic cup, sipping an iced pumpkin spice latte, appropriate for the season, as a tablet is set up in front of him, playing an early episode of The Vampire Diaries. Oh, Isaiah! He tries to take his feet off quickly, but stumbles a bit as the rolling chair slides backwards and begins to tip. Some of his latte sloshes out onto the floor, but his arms flail a little bit and he manages to regain his balance. I'm sorry, must have lost track of time, he says. He looks up at the clock.
I mean, I'm early, so you're fine. I'm gonna go make my way to my usual seat, which is in the front row. Of course it is, in the lecture hall. My book's on the table. Get out my notebook, my color-coordinated pens, my glasses, and just sort of try to avoid making eye contact with the TA as I wait for class to start.
You feel his gaze on you for a little bit as he slowly kind of cleans up the spill and then sets away his tablet and puts it in the desk. And after a little bit of time passes, the rest of the class begins to trickle in, some early, some on time, some a little late, and you all take your seats. So first, we're going to focus on a pale, blue-haired student. Aurora, please describe yourself and where you are sitting in study hall.
I am about 5'9", 5'10". I have very, very pale skin with jet black hair that has blue accents and highlights. I have piercing blue eyes, and I wear, eyeliner, nice, gloriously winged eyeliner, and I commonly dress in darker clothing and darker shades. I would be sitting in the back because, unfortunately, I'm 15 minutes late to study hall.
Of course. What are you studying in study hall?
Nothing. I'm studying the people.
Studying the people. As you look around, class, you see just for a second, you see the brown but almost black eyes of Chad glancing at you. But as soon as you look his way, he just darts away and looks back at his book.
That's right. I just stare daggers at the back of his head.
Fair. Okay, camera pans over to another side of the classroom, to an Asher Velkov. Please describe yourself and where you were sitting in study hall.
Asha kind of rolls in. She's got her bike helmet in one hand, because, like, hell, she's gonna leave that on a bike. Someone to steal that. She looks like this, like someone's disenfranchised niece, as they described it in Captain Marvel. Except she has long, kind of dark blue hair, and she is 100% late, and has no books, and just walks in, goes to the back, just kind of sits and puts her boots up, and then just kind of stares at everybody.
As you were staring, most people are in their seats still studying. Walking past you to a seat a little further on, you see Margot. As she walks past you, she gives you a slight smile as she walks to her usual seat.
I just kind of go and walk past.
Okay. At one of the larger tables in the hall, way in the back, Nadia Hawthorne sits alongside Anthony, Zari, and Zach. The group surveying the whole classroom below them. What are you guys talking about?
I think I am listening to the twins, Zari and Zach, who are, I think they're discussing a party that they're going to be throwing at their house later this week. And I'm just kind of listening idly, just keeping an ear out what they're talking about, but also looking out, trying to see if I can find a certain Henry in the crowd.
A certain Henry in the crowd,
Mm-hmm.
sure. Yeah, you, without much issue, you see him 2 seats to the right of Isaiah. He's got his books out. He's studying. He's a very astute student, and seems very focused.
Okay. I make a mental note, but I'll just sit there and just kind of watch for a while.
Okay. And Zari and Zach? Yeah.
Yeah.
They are, Zari and Zach. They are talking about a party that they are throwing this Friday after the rugby game. Troy Elliott is going to be there. He's already confirmed. And it's going to be one of the bigger things on campus. Now, we focus on Cordelia Knox. Please describe yourself and where you are in the classroom.
So Cordelia will have come in exactly 1 minute after the start of study hall. She is probably about 5'9", but like 5'11" with her combat boots on. She's got ripped jeans and a tank top. And she has long platinum hair that is up in 2 little buns like this. And she's got these dark piercing eyes, dark makeup, but her eyes are bright. And she heads in. She's got a leather backpack, and she is super uninterested in just about everyone there. But she sees her friend Asher. Asher comes in super late, right? So Asher will have seen her. and hopefully come over. And the two of us would have been sitting next to each other, but both of our feet are absolutely up on the tables. And I'm just sitting there sketching faces that I see in here.
Yeah, as soon as Ashes saw Cordelia, straight beeline, ignored everyone else.
Isaiah, how do you feel when you see Cordelia enter and just zoom to the back?
There it goes. I just kind of lose track of what I was working on, and just kind of keep looking back, and then nope, I have studying. No. Just totally distracted. Just keep trying to get glances at her above her shoes from the front.
Awesome. Great. So you guys study or stay in class for about 30 minutes, unless there's anything else anyone would like to do. And around that time, 30 minutes in, the PA system begins to crackle and a voice fills the room. This is Perry Rogers with the morning announcements. Oh, no. Welcome, Pegasuses. Bright and early. So, announcements for today. The Pegasus' first rugby game against the Galeville Gorgons will be this Friday. Let's cheer our teams on. Let's hope these Pegasuses can trample them to death, metaphorically. Next, the lunch special today is steak and asparagus, absolutely slathered in hollandaise sauce. It's rich, it's thick, it's good for your bones. And last, today, auditions are after school for the fall play Midsummer Night's Dream, directed by our very own Dr. Hauserman. Please give it a shot today. Haven't you always wanted to be a star? And that concludes our announcements for today. This has been Perry Rogers. Until next time, fly on, you beautiful Pegasuses. Comes to a close.
I'm just kind of the whole time, my hand is on the table and my eyes are closed, and then I look over at Anthony and I say, God, I hate him.
He lifts up his headphone and goes, what?
Never mind.
All right, puts it back on and just kind of goes back to zoning out, as Anthony is wont to do.
I'm gonna make my way down to where Henry is being so studious.
Yeah, you approach and he takes him a second. He's pretty in depth. He's taking notes on some American history.
Oh, perfect. I just want to. Is this like a long table situation, like smaller tables, like actual desks?
It's desks, and you're in a large table. There are some large tables in the back of this lecture hall. He is at an individual desk.
Fantastic. I would like to go over to his desk and just kind of sidle up to the side. Nadia, by the way, she has kind of like olive skin, very long black straight hair. And she walks over and she's just gonna like casually sit on top of his desk.
He looks up at you and kind of sets his pen down. What's going on, Nadia?
Hey, Henry. I was wondering if you were coming to the party this weekend.
I haven't heard of it. I know we got the game on Friday. Oh,
well, yeah, it's an after party. After the rugby game. I mean, you'll be tired. There's gonna be some cool people there. Some really good drinks. Made sure that they were going to be good people and cooks. You're gonna come, right?
I don't know. I might be a little tired.
Well, that's the best time to go to a party. Just kind of unwind, chill. I mean, I'll be there.
Are you trying to turn him on?
Yes.
All right, roll to turn him on. First roll.
First roll. No worries. Okay, I gotta remember how to do the stacks, you guys. Okay. That is a 6 plus hot. That's an 8.
That's an 8. So that's a mixed success. They can either give you a string or choose one of these reactions. I give myself to you. I promise something I think you want, or I get embarrassed and act awkward. He's going to say, All right. Yeah. I mean, I guess if cool people are gonna be there, you'll be there. I'll make an appearance. Sure.
Awesome. Do you maybe want to pick me up on your way?
All right. Yeah. What time? Where?
Just after the rugby game, we can ride together.
All right. And he kind of he picks up his pen again and gives you a little nod. Starts going back to studying.
She'll sit there for another like uncomfortable 3 or 4 seconds, and then just kind of gingerly hop off and casually make her way back to the table.
Great. Anything else anyone would like to do in study hall?
Is the PA machine in our study hall?
There's a speaker in. No, they're the guy giving the speech is not there. He's
No,
in
but there's the speaker's there.
There's a speaker. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna throw a rugby ball and try and break the speaker.
Sure. Roll lash out physically.
What do I do with that?
Roll 2. It's always 2d6, and you're gonna add your volatile.
2d6. Shit, that's good. Okay, that's a 7.
7 to 9. Okay. You can choose one. Okay. Here's what you can choose. Well, we're not going to do the last one. You can. Normally, the options are someone can learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. I decide how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self. Let's not do that.
I become my darkest self.
No, it's not ideal during study hall. Which one would you like?
Decide how well the harm goes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna decide how bad the harm turns out. So you guys, I'm gonna say definitely Cordelia. I don't know, probably Nadia too, because you're in the back. You see Asher just whip this rugby ball with force that is unnatural and just totally destroys this PA speaker.
I'm going to look up and I'm gonna kind of laugh and I'm gonna like put my fist out for her to like bump it.
Reginald looks up at it and he wasn't paying attention. He really does. And looks out and says, "Who threw that?" I knew I wasn't going to get an answer. Probably dumb. And he goes and starts picking up the pieces and the ball.
I'm going to say it was me.
He looks surprised and says, "Okay, let's I'm not really prepared. Let's talk about this, I guess."
In front of everyone here?
No, let's go out in the hall, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And you watch as Aurora and Reggie leave the study hall.
As soon as they leave, I want to pull over to sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of in a low whisper say, "Hey, go talk to that Asher chick. See what she's all about."
All right, sure, yeah. And she stands up, walks down, and we'll get to Matt in a second. We'll approaches Asher, and Asher, next to you is a dark-haired woman, hair up, I believe, right? Hair down, wearing very nice clothes, very expensive, like stands out, very avant-garde, and kind of like leans on your desk and says, "I was very impressed by the old PA thing. That Perry is so annoying."
Do you need something?
Oh, just to talk, make friends.
Uh-huh. You can go now.
I want you to roll to shut someone down.
Okay, it's 9 plus...
You're cold.
Cold. That is... well, werewolf, so I got minus cold. It's an 8.
It's an 8, so it's still a mixed success. You come across poorly, but you get to choose one from below. Either they lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, you gain one. They gain a condition, or you take one forward. So plus one.
I want that string.
So you now have 1 string on Zari. And
That backfired. I love this game.
Oops.
and Zari walks back to you, Nadia, and says, that Asher is absolutely just cold-blooded. And that is now your condition. You have the condition cold-blooded. That is what people think of you.
Oh, yeah.
Which also means people now have a +1 acting on that information, because that is the rumor about you in school. If someone's acting on your cold-blooded nature, they get +1.
Listen, aesthetical death.
Okay, let's go to Aurora. Reggie he kind of readjusts his sweater vest and says, I don't really have like punishment, like capabilities. I'm just, I kind of just watch over.
Oh, so I'm not going to be punished then?
I don't think I can. I don't think they gave me that authority. No.
Well, that's disappointing.
What did you have in mind?
I don't know. How do you like to punish people?
I don't think I've ever described Reginald what he looks like. Reginald, he is he's a little taller. He's thin but has muscles. He has light blue eyes and short but very unruly blonde hair. He wears a white button-up shirt and a purple sweater vest.
All right.
I don't really punish much. I just kind of watch over people and write and teach. Not really.
You never punished anyone in your whole life?
I think when I was watching, I did a babysitting gig and I told some kids to go to timeout when they were throwing Play-Doh at the kitten.
What's the worst thing you've ever wanted to do to someone?
Worst thing. This is intense conversation for the hallway. I guess I don't know. And worst thing, I don't want to be bad to people. Seems mean.
That's absolutely wonderful. I don't like to be bad to people either. I just want people to be happy.
Me too.
Oh. This has been such an enlightening conversation. We should carry it on another time, don't you think?
Yeah, you seem like you might be a good TA too. If you like, helping people and being nice.
Yeah, I'm not so hot on the academics, but yeah, I could be a wonderful TA, I'm sure.
We could grab coffee at Livington's Coffee later.
Is that the same coffee place that the
Isaiah works at?
Isaiah, thank you, works at?
Mm-hmm.
I look around, I'm like, that would be lovely.
Okay, I'll meet you there for lunch.
See you there.
And he walks back into class first. Are you walking back into class? Are you leaving?
I'll slink on in the back of the class.
Okay, and he comes in first, you come last, and you guys are back in class. Anything else you would all like to do in study hall?
I have something I want to do as we're leaving study hall.
Sure.
I want to
Let's
make
say
sure I get a picture of Asher before we leave.
Picture of Asher.
Yeah.
Are you, how are you doing that? Let's start
Without them knowing.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to tap on Anthony's shoulder, who is always listening to something on his phone. And I'm going to tell him to go try to get a picture of her.
He takes his headphones off for a second, goes, all right, puts them back on. And you see him walk by with his phone. He's kind of just playing on it, and he kind of does like a loop and comes back. When he comes back, he has it's not an amazing picture, but it's a slightly blurred, like a slightly trying to be stealthy picture of Asher.
Solid. I'll just kind of sit there casually reading like a calculus book or some sort of high math or whatever. Probably higher than calculus, but whatever. Some sort of math book until study hall's done.
And after you guys sit for another, it's been probably another half an hour or hour classes, the bell rings and you guys begin to leave study hall.
I want to make my way over to the young woman sort of in the middle, purple hair just splayed over her desk as she's passed out asleep.
Yeah.
And just sort of shake her shoulder. Hey, Sharp.
Yeah, you hear a snore.
Study hall's over.
Yeah, what's next?
I don't know your schedule, but I brought you coffee.
Thank you so much. Her eyes kind of light up a little bit. They are a very pale, almost grayish blue. And she grabs it with both hands and just double fist sucks it down. What kind of coffee did you get her?
It's like cheap black coffee. It's in like this giant steel like thermos, and it's been with me all morning. It's probably a little cold, but
After she inhales it, she kind of shakes it off and like sits up. There was no books on her desk. She was just laying on it, and she, in fact, does not even have any books or bags with her. And she stands up and kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "I really needed that. Thank you so much."
yeah. You know some of the rugby folks, right?
I know some of them, yeah.
You go into the. I heard there's a party on Friday night.
Yeah, I won't go to the game, but I'll go to the party for sure.
Can you
Night
get
out.
me in?
Of course, yeah.
Cool. All right.
Just keep that coffee coming, though.
Always.
And she smiles and gives you, pats your shoulder, and then she kind of stumbles off to her next class. And you guys leave this class. We are going to pick back up. Give me 1 second. Yeah.
I'm very excited.
No one turned into their darkest self.
we're this is a longer thing.
The long con. Let's pick back up in at lunch. And we're gonna do 2 lunch periods. We're gonna do you at the who goes to Livington's Coffee for lunch? Who goes to the actual cafeteria at school? Or who eats a bag lunch?
Me too.
I probably work a lunch shift
Yeah.
in between classes.
I stick with Cordelia. Do we go to cafeteria or do we go to cafe?
Oh, we go to the cafe.
I'm so glad you said that. Not the cafeteria.
The cafe is where all the hot, popular people hang out. when we see non-popular, non-hot people, we kick them out.
Only losers go to the cafeteria.
Consume.
Yep.
So not necessarily all at once, but you guys stagger into a not huge building, not terribly small too. It is a kind of a brown brick building. It says Livington Coffee on the front. What you see as you approach is a little cartoon symbol. It is a red scaled lizard that is furiously attached to a oversized cup of coffee, desperately trying to drink from the straw. And you open the glass door and you hear the bing of the bell as you enter. Isaiah, you probably enter first. That's your jam.
Yeah, I make my way over to the counter and kind of just like climb over the railing to get to the back and throw my backpack in a corner and grab a red apron and put it on, tie it. And Isaiah is shorter than the average gentleman. And the apron has all the pins, the pronoun pins and the cause pins and the trans flag pin. And I'll go over and nod to everyone else and start working.
All right, you start working. The next to enter, very shortly after, you only have an hour for lunch, is going to be Aurora along with Reggie.
Perfect. I will look around just to take stock of everyone who's in here, and I'll find Reginald and I a nice little high table.
High top.
Yeah.
I'll take another pumpkin spice if you're.
Yeah, the usual.
Thank you.
Anything for your I don't know his name. No.
You don't.
No.
I smile at Isaiah. I'm Aurora.
Aurora. Okay. I'm not
What's
gonna
your-
write that on the cup.
What's your name?
Isaiah.
Oh, it's lovely to meet you, Isaiah. I'll just take like a tea, a green tea.
Yeah, we have tea. Yeah, I can make you tea. Yep.
Perfect.
Separate or together.
I got it. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you, Reginald.
And he slides his visa over and pays for the 2 drinks. And takes you back to the high top.
So, how's the semester treating you so far?
It's not bad. You know, this is my last year here, so it's been good. Kind of got the ropes now. I'm just hoping to finish out some classes and graduate.
You're a senior then?
Yes. You're sophomores, right?
Yes. I've only completed my first year.
What are you going for?
Fun.
Is that a major or?
I'm not sure. I haven't really asked. I'm here for the experience.
All right. What do you think of the experience so far?
Oh, my first year was interesting. You know, ran around with Chad.
Oh, yeah. He's in study hall too. Yeah.
Yes. He got a little clingy, so I cast him away. But this year's looking more interesting. I think it'll be more exciting.
What makes you say that?
There's just so many interesting people I'm seeing for the first time. I mean, they've been here, but I'm only now noticing them. And I'm going to glance over at Isaiah.
Is Isaiah watching this exchange?
Well, that depends. Does Aurora stand out as uniquely otherworldly?
I would say yes. I'm literally Fae. I didn't mark like Fae blooded or like stole the gift. I marked Fae, and I also marked my look as mysterious.
Yes, he is eavesdropping.
Okay. Then you hear this. How do you react?
I think the mention of at Chad and everything, I overfill the cup I'm pouring with the hot and go back to paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing.
And the glass you are pouring is for either Cordelia or Asher.
It's probably Cordelia's. Or, well, are they in here?
Yeah, I'm gonna say they just walked in.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense if it's Cordelia's. That I would burn myself on it.
Yeah. Cordelia, what are you ordering?
I'm gonna get my usual, which is it's just a quad shot latte.
You see Isaiah pour, like, kind of distracted, pouring, and then overfills it and spills it a little bit.
Are you okay?
Me? Yeah. I'm fine. I was just distracted. So, do you want whipped cream?
No, it's just a latte.
Right. You don't put whipped cream on lattes. I say you know that.
I'm sure someone does somewhere.
Yeah. It's almost finished. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. As long as you didn't burn your little hands.
And I'm gonna put the cap on and put it in the little sleeve and just put it on the counter and not make eye contact.
I will while he is putting like the cap on, I'm gonna take $1 out and put it in the tip jar, and I will take the coffee and give him a little smile, and then go sit down with Asher.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, you are next to Asher. Asher, did you get anything?
Yeah, Asher got black coffee with 4 sugars.
Perfect.
And whilst Isaiah was making it, Asher just kind of leaned across the counter and we're just kind of staring.
Hi.
What's your name?
Isaiah.
Cool.
You're on the rugby team, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's I like rugby. It's cool.
That's nice for you.
Here's your coffee.
Thank you.
Be careful, it's hot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put $1 in the tip jar and then walk away.
You do? It's a fantastic interaction.
Always be nice to your baristas.
That's right. That's the lesson here.
You have one takeaway. Tip at least $1 per drink. Naughty, you enter now the coffee shop with you. There's a booth. Yeah. You see you see Asher, you see Isaiah, you see Cordelia, you see Aurora, you see Reggie. Henry is not here, and neither is Charlotte currently. You do see as well. You see Nellie Rose, who is she's got like those cheap plastic black sunglasses on, and she's got an open cup, sleeve off. Yeah. So, yeah. Something to keep in mind, everyone, is that whoever was in theater last year, this is your second year. So if you were in theater last year, you would know them from, and if they were as well, you would know them now, at least by some degree. Yeah. No, it's heads up facing. Hi, Nadia.
Nadia, darling, you look more radiant than ever. I'm sure you're mistaken.
Oh, OBS you're muted.
Oh.
In OBS.
Hashtag muted in 2 places. Hello.
Yep.
It's the live. Anyway.
So, by way of restating, I will say, if you're talking about, are you talking about Asher?
Yeah.
Very muscular, athletic rugby type.
Yeah, the one who smashed the speaker in study hall. It was super nice of you to take the fall for her.
She's pretty swell.
Is she though?
I think she is, don't you?
Verdict is still out. Still, it was a nice thing for you to do.
The rumor I heard is that one of your friends got a little shut down by her. That couldn't have felt good for the self-esteem. Whatever the name is, Zeppi, Zardi. I can't quite remember, but must have been so hard on young Zemia.
I'll be sure.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, by all means.
Were you going to invite them to this party I've been hearing about?
Asher?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they'll come anywhere. They're on the rugby team. I'm sure they know about it.
Ash is not the type to come to parties, though.
That's too bad. I hear it's going to be a really good one.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been invited.
Reggie, would you like to
Yeah.
go to a party this weekend?
Oh, he kind of looks to Aurora for a second. I think it's a pretty. I mean, is it pretty open? I'd like to. I mean,
I'm inviting you. And you can bring a +1 if you want.
roll a turn someone on.
La 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 la. Oh jeez, that was everywhere. Oh, that was double sixes, so we're gonna go with a 14 for that one.
Okay. On a 10 plus for a turn someone on, you gain a string on him. You have 1 string on Reggie. And I choose a reaction below. I promise something I think you want. So you have 1 string on Reggie, and he says, well, you want to go, right?
What time was it again? What day and time?
It's Friday after the rugby game. It's gonna be at Zach and Zari's house, which I'm sure you'll be able to find.
Unfortunately, I think I'm very busy. I think Asher and I are doing something that night together.
Oh, that's too bad. That means that she'll have to miss a party too.
But
Or
if you
she-
invited me, I could bring Asher as my +1. Just to keep all the options open. I don't want to tie Reginald down. Barely know each other.
He kind of looks at you and nods and shrugs.
Aurora, I would love for you to come to.
I thought you might. Oh, I have a feeling I'm going to be able to make it, and I am going to bring just the thing to it.
Perfect. We can always use the things that you bring.
Wonderful.
Well, it was a pleasure catching up, Reggie, Aurora.
You were as pleasant as you always are, my dear.
See you tomorrow.
I'm just gonna turn around and she's gonna go to the table. And she's going to point at Zach and tell them to get me something big and iced and full of caffeine.
Absolutely. Don't even worry. He strolls up. Isaiah, can I have the largest and most caffeinated red velvet latte you have?
Yeah. Like 2 extra shots, 3 extra shots.
Let's do 3, a nice odd number.
Yeah. For you or for that one?
For Nadia. And can I get one of those delightful cake pops?
Yeah.
The strawberry with sprinkles, if you have it.
Yeah. I know. We've got that.
Splendid.
Do that now.
Takes out $1 and puts it in the tip jar. As he
Yes.
gets his cake pop and it's in his mouth, and just kind of walks away after he gets the drink, and delivers it to Nadia.
There's a little doodle on the cup because it is for Nadia. And it is
Ooh.
just of a bumblebee.
There we go. Just kind of looks at it and says, "Oh, that's adorable." And she'll look over at wherever Isaiah is.
Pointedly not looking at you.
Okay, well, fine. Take a drink. Good choice, Zach. Good choice.
I do my best. I do love it sweet. All right, Cordelia and Asher, what do you guys are kind of a little more isolated in this place. What are you guys talking about or doing?
That Isaiah guy is staring at you and really trying to pretend he's not.
The barista?
Yes, that
Gonna-
one.
I'm going to look over at Isaiah and see if he is staring in my direction.
Looks like that.
And I'm gonna just kind of keep my gaze on him for a minute. Do you think? Well, never mind.
No. Rewind. Do I think what?
Do you think we should like invite him to the party on Friday?
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna walk up to the barista. Isaiah.
Yeah.
Hey. The
Hey.
party on Friday.
Yeah, I'm going.
You going? Cool.
Yeah.
Cordy's going too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
cool.
So Cordy's my best friend.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that down out there and just say I love her very much and I want the best for her.
What's
So
happening right now?
if anything gets fucked up, A, she can handle herself, but I will not stop her, and that's what'll really mess you up.
Is this? Are you giving me the shovel talk right now?
Let's just call it the nice warning number 1.
How many warnings do I get?
If you have to ask that question, you really don't want to know. But you should come by the party.
Yeah. How's your coffee?
It's fine.
Good.
I'm gonna put another $1 in.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Interesting. And I'm gonna go back to Cordelia and say, yeah, so he's coming to the party. He also thinks you're hot. Oh, you're muted.
No. Hi. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello? Are we here? Hello. I said, of course he does. That's because I am.
You mean you're not wrong.
Well, that could be interesting and fun.
So we're actually going to this thing, though?
Yeah, everyone is going.
I know, that's why I don't want to go.
I know. That's why we should go.
It'll fine.
Be fun.
But I'm taking the rich kid's whiskey.
I don't think it would be a fun party if you didn't do that. So
I might also steal a vase, but we'll see how the night goes.
Gotta play it by ear.
Okay, is there anything else anyone would like to do at lunch period?
Yes, I need to talk to Asher.
Okay. You stand up, and Reggie's still drinking his coffee, and you make your way towards Asher.
Before I depart from Reginald, I'm like, Reggie, this was really one of the more delightful lunches that I've had here. Thanks for that.
Oh, yeah, it was a good lunch. I'll see you on Friday, right? Well, I'll see you tomorrow, and then I'll see you, socially Friday.
Yeah, see you Friday. I walk away. I'm going to stalk over to Asher. Asher, darling.
Aurora Borealis.
You know I don't have a last name. I'm like Madonna.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna lean in and I kind of glance over at Cordelia. I'm like, oh, hi there.
Hi, Aurora.
So are you going to this party, Asher?
Yeah, I guess so.
Really? I heard you turned one of her minions down.
God, which one was that?
I don't remember the names. Zimian, I think. Zara, perhaps? I'm not quite sure. I know the man is Zach. Was it the man? Was it the
No, it was Ponytail tried to talk to me. It
Yes.
was
Xylea, I do believe her name is.
yeah. I don't speak rich minion.
Yes. Well, I was wondering if you already had, someone to go with.
I look over at Cordelia.
And I'm gonna like lean into the conversation at this point.
I usually just go with Cordy.
Yeah, but not like as friends, but like as like,
How do you know we're not,
Yeah.
intuition.
Cordy, is this dude asking me on a date?
I don't think it's a date. If it is a date, he's not very good at asking for dates.
No, dates are so mundane. I would never ask you on a date, Asha. You're far beyond the common mortal coil, aren't you? I'm asking if you want to go to the party with me. Spice up your life a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. You would be eaten alive. I would destroy you in any kind of like thing that would be going on. But if you're into that, sure, we can go to this party together.
Is that a
I
problem?
don't promise not to disappear at midnight and go off somewhere, but we can enter it together with Cordy.
So, you promise that you'll stick around at least till midnight?
No.
I promise that I will stick around till 10 to midnight or until the bottle of whiskey that is most expensive has been downed.
I would really, really appreciate it if you would promise me just one eensy beensy little thing. Promise me that you'll stay till midnight. And then at midnight, when the clock strikes 12, you'll bid me farewell.
Are you into Cinderella or some shit?
Well, I'm practicing for Midsummer's Night's Dream.
Okay, you know what? I will stay, but you owe me like 2 whiskeys and like the good stuff, not the cheap ass stuff from Walmart.
It's a deal. And you get to mark an experience.
Yeah, I was like, I made a promise to you. Now I'm gonna freaking stay until midnight.
Right.
Son of a. Wait, did I get? Oh yeah, mark experience. Yay!
Nadia's been watching this entire conversation like a hawk, by the way.
It's fair.
All right, promise. Asher.
Boy.
Bid me farewell. Perfect. Oh, baby, I love this game. Oh, I'm gonna just look at Cordelia. Yeah, but Cordelia, and then walk away.
Aurora. Best wishes.
Oh, love you, hon.
The worst.
Yeah, absolutely.
The worst. Love ya.
You look great, hon.
Pisces.
Pisces. Bless your heart.
Oh,
Is there anything else anyone else wants to do at lunch?
No.
Okay. The next thing we are going to do. So you guys go. Give me a hot minute. Yeah, the next thing we're gonna do is the school day goes on without much of events. You guys occasionally pass each other in the hallways or would see each other in classes you share until we come to the end of the school day around 4 p.m. And as you know, today is the auditions for Midsummer Night's Dream.
yikes.
I believe all of you, unless there was someone I missed, begin to converge on the Hayes Theater, along with a healthy other group of familiar members from the theater last year, as well as some unfamiliar ones too. You guys enter. It is a fairly new theater. There are nice plush burgundy seats, a very nice stage, and kind of a state-of-the-art sound and lighting system. There are people just kind of as they file in. There are people sitting in these seats. There is in the very front row, in the center seat, there is a man with very, very short white hair and a thin white goatee, wearing a black suit, unbuttoned, and has a notepad in his hand. Welcome, one and all, for the auditions of Midsummer Night's Dream. I look forward to all of your monologues and little skits that you may have prepared. Best of luck. Auditions will run for 2 hours, after which I will send the cast list via email. Tonight, I do not need much time to make my decisions. Do we have any volunteers?
I raise my hand.
Ah, yes. Miss Nadia Hawthorne. What, you were in theater last year, and you are fairly, I think you're pretty good at it. What was the play last year? What part did you have?
Well, if they're doing a classical, that means that last year they probably did a musical. So, I'm going to say what is that one? It's like one. No, you know what? I'm gonna say we did Cabaret. And I may have not gotten the lead, but I definitely wanted it.
This will be a departure from the sensual and erotic dancing and singing of last year. This will be much more standard costumes, Shakespearean dialogue. Please do your best. Lift up the notepad. What do you do?
I perform a classical monologue from Hamlet, but I am auditioning for the role of Tatiana of the Fairies.
Ooh. I want you to roll. You're gonna keep some cool, because even despite the fact this might be something you're not super stressed, you are still performing in front of the director as well as an almost auditorium full of students.
Oh boy!
So roll plus your cold.
Where's my numbers? I got a 9.
A 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So normally, some 9, I would tell you how your actions leave you vulnerable. This isn't really a situation where you can be vulnerable too much. Let's say...
I have a question.
Sure.
So my clique counts as a gang for the purposes of that sort of thing. And for gangs, it says I add +1 to my rolls and harm as applicable. I assume you designate when that is applicable. Is this perchance an applicable situation?
I'm gonna say at the end of they add +1. Is that what it is?
That makes it a 10.
Yeah. So let's say like you do it and it's pretty good. There's a second where you think like you're not sure if you landed it, but they start the clap right after you're done, and some people just by reaction begin clapping too. And Dr. Hauserman looks around and then just kind of marks and says, "Very good, appropriate, and effective."
I'd like to think that having a well-rounded repertoire is the best for any performer.
Agreed. Tatiana, yes.
Just go and take a seat.
As Nadia is walking off the stage, once things have kind of quieted down, Cordelia is going to slow clap, but loud enough that she can hear it. And I'm probably sitting closer up toward the front, just because I actually like theater, and this is the one of the few things I actually give a shit about.
I'll just kind of slow down a little bit and look at you, and then just keep going.
Who is next for auditions?
Oh, me.
Yes, Mr. Just Aurora, I see. Fantastic. Were you in Cabaret last year?
Of course I was.
What part did you get your freshman year?
I don't know Cabaret, actually. I just know it's really gay.
Were you, how about this? Were you more like lead or more like how on a scale?
I was a freshman, so I don't think I was lead. I was, I had a speaking role.
Okay. Gotcha. Yes, Just Aurora, what will you be performing for us this evening?
I will be doing we're doing classical, right? So I'll be doing, like a monologue from Macbeth. But I'll be auditioning for the role of Oberon, the king of the fairies.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Quite the part. Please proceed.
Yeah. Oh boy, howdy.
What'd you get, friend?
It's a 5.
That's not very good. That's a failure. You are so focused on trying to you're trying to associate okay, this is a classical, I should do Macbeth. You've never studied Macbeth. You don't remember it at all. You just kind of say things that are
Dramatic.
Yeah, dramatic.
Do I mark an experience when I fail?
I don't know actually. That
okay,
I have to,
that's probably a monster of the week.
That might just be monster of the week. I will look into that. So remind me at the end of the session. And he goes, this dialogue does not seem to suit your style, but perhaps I will take a look at parts.
This is a professor, right?
Yeah, he's doctor.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. Hold on. Give me hold on 1 second.
Okay. I could try. Okay, good. Okay. I'll say, I've just been so terribly nervous about the whole thing. I want to do such a good job, Professor, Doctor. And maybe you could help me. Maybe you could help me after class and, give me some good one-on-one feedback.
Yeah, roll with that, huh?
Come on, baby. Yeah. Oh, 10.
10. Okay, so 10 is a full success. So what that means, I'm gonna turn someone on, is you gain a string on him.
What's his name?
It's Dr. Hauserman, and he is the director.
Oh, baby. Perfect. So yeah, I think I'd benefit from some one-on-one attention.
I am nothing if not an instructor first. So yes, I can teach you. Well, sorry, give me 1 second. This thing's all fucked.
All right.
Hold on, my thing's all fucked. Music. Yes, I can give you a little bit of one-on-one instruction after class, and perhaps we can get you up to snuff for the part.
Perfect. I can't wait. I think I'll make a very good fairy.
I hope so.
And then I shall get off the stage.
Okay. You do, and they are promising something they think you want, which is, that is the shooting gear. All right, 2 down, several to go. Who would like to be next? Volunteers, I will call. I have the list in front of me. Any takers? No, not looking great. Picks up his sheet. Yes, an Isaiah Warnos is next. Please proceed.
Right. Of course, that is me. Doctor, we did this last year too. I don't really want to be in the play, but you tell me I have to audition. I just want to do like the dramaturgy and like the props and the research. I really don't want to be on stage. We've talked about this.
Can I hear this happening?
Yeah. You're right up next. You're up close next to him, I believe.
Then I'm gonna like shoot my hand up and say, Professor.
Yes.
Since I was on stage crew last year, and I will probably be doing that again, he could come under my wing for that.
Very well. If that is the path you have so chosen, join the stage crew.
I mean, okay, yeah. As long as I don't have to get on the stage, that's good.
You will only to move props, or are you doing sets this year, Cordelia, or costuming, or makeup, or props, or just laying about?
Well, that would really be up to the stage manager. However, I am hoping that is what I will be getting this year after all of my experience last year and my experience in high school. I feel like it would make the most sense. And in that case, we would be doing all of it.
I mean, if I can, I really like the dramaturgy stuff where you like research the setting and the period and like find things that are really accurate and do a really good job as like representing. We would be a really good team, I think, if Cordelia was the stage manager.
Sure. Yeah, let's say very well, Miss Cordelia, Mr. Ornos. Your position shall be stage manager. No one seems to be chomping at the bit, as they say, so the position is yours. Do with it as you will.
Thanks.
Any other takers? Yes. Miss Volkov, please come to the stage. Were you, Asher, were you in the play last year?
Yeah.
What part did you have?
I also don't know cabaret. I just chose the first name on the cast list that I liked, Natalia.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, so Asher is going to go up and say, "Thank you, Professor. My name is Asher. I'll be auditioning for the part of Puck."
Please proceed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, rolls to keeps him cool.
Keeps him cool. Just remind us of what to do. Keeps it cool. Okay, I got an 8.
Got an 8. Okay, that is that's a mixed success. He kind of you do your part pretty well, and you do a good. Well, how are you auditioning exactly? Actually, let's take it back. What are you doing to audition? Let's start with that.
Oh, you think doing theater I would be able to remember a monologue? Because I did this. I will be auditioning with a monologue of Cordelia from King Lear.
And you do it fairly well. I don't know if maybe you hear him, but at least being next to Dr. Hauserman, Cordelia and Isaiah hear him say, not quite the appropriate build for a Puck, but perhaps I will consider it.
I think it would demonstrate how versatile Asher is, actually, and there are many different ways to portray a Puck.
I've actually seen productions where Puck was male, where Puck was female, non-binary presentations of Puck. Puck can really be anybody.
I agree wholeheartedly. I saw I've seen quite a variety, but the muscular structure and height is not what I am used to. But perhaps look at those hot guns.
Wow, Professor.
They seem dangerous, full of bullets. I will give it consideration. And the rest of the auditions happen now that everyone's gone. And afterward, he kind of stands up and says, "Thank you all. As previously stated, the class list will be out this evening." He does a quick bow, takes his notebook, and hops on stage and goes to the back of the stage.
I want to
What do
make
you
my
all-
way over to Asher. I'm gonna sit down in one of the seats that's behind Asher, and lean over and say, "I think you did a great job. I'm really excited to be working together."
That's nice.
Hi, Cordelia.
I think you did a really good job up there, Nadia.
Appreciate that. I know you mean it.
I do, from the bottom of my heart.
Listen, are the two of you gonna be at this rugby party that's gonna be happening this Friday? It'd be so sad if you couldn't make it.
Would you be sad if we weren't there?
I'm sure I'll be able to pull through somehow, but I just wanted to know who's gonna be there.
Is there gonna be decent booze?
I mean, I'm gonna be there, Asher. Of course, there's gonna be decent everything.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you
We'll
show
think.
up,
We'll think about it.
okay. Well, if you show up, know that I'll be there, so we can hang out if you want.
Uh-huh.
I would love that.
Perfect. Well, I'll see you in your rehearsals or at the party, whichever comes first. I'll get up and I'll walk away.
Okay, I think that also constitutes a shut someone down because it was pretty cold. So I'm gonna roleplay shut someone down.
Boy, howdy. Wait, that's me, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that was good. I like doing this. Roll with cold. Oh boy, howdy. That was 5-4.
A full. That's not very good.
Oh, but that's great. Don't you realize that's great?
I really love that Cordelia and Asher were like, no, like this morning we're like, we're gonna go with plus hot, and now we're like, fuck, I should have gone with the cold.
And she decided to be dicks to everyone.
Oh, and Ash, does the +1 apply here too? Oh no, because they weren't doing a move on me, were they?
No, this was you doing a move on them. You're shutting them down. I don't think Nadia was trying to turn you on. Nothing about that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Think about that read like that.
Nope.
Read more like you shutting them down. So you failed. So what's gonna happen? It goes real poorly. Is you can kind of Nadia, you can kind of see through. She is shutting you down, but like you heard the conversations earlier. You know they're going to the party and just being, just being like they're being. So what happens is you gain 1 string on Asher, and you can also give Asher a condition. Another
Add to my conditions.
Okay. Is there a specific list of conditions?
No, conditions are something you make up. So, like, I think in the book, the conditions to give example to are like preening diva, or like I did cold blooded. It's really anything you, or like or dead meat. Like this person's just like I'm gonna take them out, or they're out of control. They're just things you are labeling them.
Well, I kind of just want to build on to that cold-blooded one and just make it even worse. Jeez. You know what? I'm going to say, I'm gonna say zombie because you're basically dead inside.
That is true.
Yeah, dead inside. I like that. Okay.
That you know of. I have a soft core.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That's not what everyone else is gonna think, though.
Good.
Cold-blooded and dead inside are the two you get. Okay. The crowd begins to shuffle out of this theater, of the Hayes Theater, and a voice over the loudspeaker says, "Wait, I do require one Cordelia and an Isaiah to meet back in the office, the green room behind stage, for a quick conference, seeing as their parts have been decided."
Before Cordelia leaves, and I go, and remember, Mr. Potter. Do not roam the halls at night.
Page 394.
And 54.
You guys go back, the two of you?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, the two of you are now fighting, kind of walk against the crowd. Everyone else exits the theater. Where are the rest of, before we do this, where are the rest of you guys going? It is now after class. It is around 6:30 p.m.
I'm going to skip over to Nadia on the way out and say to her, so you'll be happy to know that after one quick conversation with Asha, she's going to be my, accompaniment to the party. And we're definitely going to be there.
That's perfect.
Yes, I thought you'd think so.
It's so weird. She just told me that they didn't know if they were going.
I think that, some people like me wear their hearts on their sleeves. And we always try to be honest, and we always tell people when we like them and don't like them. Others, their hearts are a bit more wild and a bit more covered up. Poor Asha.
I don't know about that, but tell me what you're bringing to the party.
No, that's a surprise.
No, I hate surprises.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know yet.
Those are the worst kinds of surprises when you don't even know about them.
Well, I was thinking of doing something a bit old school.
Have my attention. I just kind of loop arms, or go to loop arms with
Yes.
Aurora.
Well, where I'm from, and I've been doing a bit of reading about my ancestry and my history. And back in the times of old, very Shakespearean, very Midsummer Night's Dream, very fair, they would start any good party or engagement with a sacrifice. And I just thought that would be terribly, terribly wonderful for not only commencing the start of our wonderful semester, but the production that we'll all be undertaking.
I don't know if that's the kind of party I'm trying to throw, though.
Well, you have to understand, it's not like I'm talking about murdering someone, my goodness. But just like a little something, I'm not sure. Maybe even a wicker. And a burn an effigy. Wouldn't that be wonderful instead of a typical bonfire?
I was gonna say, it's just a bonfire after all. Who cares what gets burned in it?
Exactly.
Aurora, I think we are going to have a fantastic semester together.
I think we are too. Now, I have to go find some way, somehow, of getting that Chadwick off my back. 'Cause
Oh, I
he's
can
still-
take care of that.
Could you?
Sure.
Is that a promise?
Call it a favor.
I don't do favors. I don't believe in them.
Well, you do want this Chadwick or Chad. I'm just gonna call
Chad.
him You do want him off your back.
I do, but I have to make sure that it happens. And
Oh.
I only believe in promises. When I was little, I would always pinky swear.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it got done. So if you pinky swear to me, if you promise me that you'll get rid of Chadwick, I'll owe you one.
Mm.
Otherwise, I'm
Do you just
afraid
want
of-
him to stop bothering you?
Yes.
You can do that. And I hold up my pinky.
And I'll do a pinky swear. So promise from Nadia to get rid of Chad / make him stop bothering me.
Fantastic. And mark the XP.
Aha!
Yep.
Because the promises flow like water. So, you guys, anything else you guys want to talk about before you split ways?
No, I think I've laid the groundwork.
Fantastic. Okay, where are you going, Asher? You're now, Cordelia has been called back with Isaiah to do a little bit of stage work. What are you doing?
Yeah. Where's Zari?
I assume Zari and Zach and Anthony are probably like once Nadia started talking with Aurora, they were like maybe 20 feet behind. They give her space, but don't let her go too far.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach Zari from behind and kind of loop my arm with her and say, "We should go for a walk."
Roll turn someone on.
This is where the 2 hot comes in handy. Nice. 5. That is. I think I have +2 on hot. That is a 12.
That's very good. That's very good. Okay, you gain a string on Zari. She says, "Oh, I didn't think you wanted to talk based on earlier, but okay." And links arms with you and trail. They kind of. Zach looks over and she gives Zach a little nod. Zach nods back, and you split off with Zari.
I'm going to do the traditional pose of like casually leaning against one of the lockers of this
Okay.
academy because sure, this academy probably has lockers.
It does. It does.
I'd be like, I'm really sorry for earlier. It's just, in front of everybody. I've got to keep up some appearances. You got it, right?
I do. We keep up appearances all the time. Please look at me. Gestures to her clothes.
I know. I've noticed. It's really cool. I just as well. I was a little bit uncomfortable because you were coming from like Nadia, and I was like, "Is this girl fishing?"
No, I mean I have seen you around before, and you're
I'm gonna spend a string.
okay. How do you want to spend that string? You know how? You know how?
Tempted to do something.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say. So, I mean, I know I've noticed a little bit that Nadia's been watching me. Is there anything I know she watches a lot of people, but I feel like a lot of her eyes are on me. And I can tell when it's because they like me. I think this is a little bit different. You know what I mean. You're a friend.
Well, she watches everyone. But yes, I know she has a particular interest in you.
She gotten any, I don't know, information, photos, or anything of me that I should know about?
No, you're spending your string. Okay. Yeah. And And she is previously turned down by Iro, and she says, well, I think she got a picture of you. I think she just wanted, a reference. She's got pictures of a couple people.
Oh, that's so interesting. We should talk about this later.
Yeah, I'd love that. Where do you want to meet?
Are you going to the party on Friday?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. We should hang out there and just, talk.
Yeah, I'd love that. She leans in.
Right. Okay. I'll see you later. I'm gonna go in to kiss, and then at the last second, just be like, bye.
Her lips are slightly puckered, but she gives smiles. You have the trace of a kind of a bright red lipstick on your finger as you do this.
And as I walk off, I'm gonna take out my flip phone and be like, "Oh, flip phone! I guess we're in 2000s. My God, why was that the first thing that came to my mind?"
It's canon now. It's canon. We can do nothing about it. I don't make the rules.
2000. It's the year 2000, folks.
And she's gonna text Cordelia and be like, "Nadia's got eyes on me. Watch out."
And Cordelia, you get this text after right before you get this text, you were standing in the green room. There is a nice couch, a nice table, and a desk scattered with papers and drawings and a variety of books, most prominently Midsummer Night's Dream, that is opened and has got several like tiny little post-it notes, a variety of colors. Yes, Cordelia and Isaiah, since you are taking a point on this production and know what your positions are, I would love for you to start sketching up designs for the set, perhaps some costumes appropriate, and looks to Isaiah, for the period as you so stated. And please have them for me by Friday.
That's
fine.
very, very.
That's
fine.
Excellent. And gives you a curt nod, and then his eyes dart to the door.
That's it?
Yes, this is your assignment for Friday. I need sketches of the set and costumes.
Sure, that's fine. One question, though. It would be very helpful if we could have access to this theater throughout the next couple of days in order to sort of figure out, spacing for certain things. Will that be allotted to us?
He goes to his drawer, pulls out a small key that has it's got those two, the happy and sad mask on it, and attached to a chain, attached to a key, and says, as long as there is no tomfoolery about, this is yours.
I would never.
Hands you the key.
And I will take them.
I'll expect excellent work from you both.
We would give you nothing less than that. Bye.
Bye.
And as you're walking out, you get the text from Asher.
I will pull out my blueberry. Was that what they were?
Blackberries.
Blackberries.
Oh, this is not 2000, by the way. This is modern day. You can have the old phone.
Right. I do not have a burner phone on me. Then I just pull out my phone and I will read the text and I will shoot back really quickly. Just the eye emoji and put my phone away.
I don't know if her phone gets emojis.
They do now.
It's like those crappy, like the two, like the colon and the that's it. Just a colon. Looks like eyes.
Perfect. All right. So I guess that's like kind of a lot of work to do between now and then.
Thank you for before.
For giving you a shit ton of work to do in the next 2 days?
No, for saving me from the public humiliation of getting up on that stage.
Oh, you're welcome. Being on stage is stupid anyway.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like attention on me. Speaking of keys,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I have a work study in the library, and it's closed at 6, but I can get in at any time if you wanted to go do some research tonight.
Great, I'll meet you at 6:30.
Wait, really?
Yeah, didn't you just, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll meet you at the. It doesn't open the main doors. There's the side door on the back that this works. It goes into the lower levels. 6:30.
Great, I'll see you then.
Cordelia.
Bye.
Okay. You separate ways. You have not a ton of time, but like a half an hour. It's pretty late after the auditions and everything. I think it said it took 2 hours, and you guys got out at 4. About a half an hour.
I'm immediately texting Asher. Where are you?
If you're gonna text her and say like, I'm gonna meet up with Isaiah later, she's just gonna shoot you a text and just be like, okay, just like let me know when you get safe, you know it is. And if you need help, whatever. Bye. All in text.
Separate text.
Separate text, like
text. I will text a heart back.
Okay.
Oh, they fucking.
Dialing it right up.
Matthew, the Matthew Foreman experience.
It's me.
Aurora, what are you doing with your evening? Now it's around 6:30-ish. What are you going to do with the rest of your night?
I'm going to wander out into the forest.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's a forest nearby.
Yeah, there's a forest. There's a I didn't really give you guys the lay. I'll send you guys a map at some point. There's a couple different dorm buildings spread throughout. There is a cafeteria and then a long hallway that leads to a gym. It's a separate building. There's the Belmont Academic Center, which has got several different, like the S wing, the E wing, just different wings with classes. There is the Hayes Theater. There is also a large quad with a circular walkway and a large ivory fountain in the center. There is a small, not super small, but a somewhat sizable lake that is on the property as well, and there's a forest to the back behind the dorms.
Excuse me. I'm going to just wander pretty good ways into the forest.
Mm-hmm.
And as I kind of keep going, as I feel like I'm far enough in, I'm going to call out, "Hello? It's me."
What are you trying to call out for exactly?
A jury of fae.
I want you to roll plus dark. And this is going to be your gazing into the abyss.
Yeah. Oh boy, howdy. 10.
That's very good. A gazing into the abyss on a 10. I know that's in here. Gazing the abyss. On a 10 up, the abyss shows you. You get +1 forward.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know any of the fae? Have you ever met any of them?
So here's my idea about Aurora.
Sure.
They don't know any other fae.
Okay.
They arrived here by a kind of a comet that crashed, and they were born on this wretched planet. In that way, that's how they got here. But they do have some idea of who and what they are, and that they're connected to these things. And what I'm trying to do is I'm saying, I'm still here. When you forgot about.
There is silence for a few moments, and then you see one of the trees in front of you. The bark begins to kind of a pulse, with a dull brown glow. And then it looks like someone is ripping it apart from the inside out. And what emerges is a very tall, almost a little bit over 6 foot tall, a woman with just kind of almost pure white with a tinge of just almost neon green. She's got teal hair that goes down just a little bit, like almost to her navel. And she's got vines that seem to have thorns just wrapped all around her arm, parts of her body, and there are several leaves on it.
Hello. I wasn't expecting an emissary.
Hello, Aurora. How have you been?
I've been lonely.
Have you tried making friends?
I am trying, but they are all very, human.
She kind of looks over past you, past the forest, towards Paxton Academy, and says, "Not several of them. Perhaps try a little harder and you'll find out what they're really made of."
Well, I wanted to be a good friend, and I wanted to bring a gift to a party that's coming on Friday.
Oh,
I read about them. A kind of Wicca man. We used to burn them for celebrations.
as long as the wood is previously, or the wicker is previously dead, don't cut anything down yourself. But that would be appeasing to some of us.
Yes. And I thought maybe, just maybe, if there's someone who's committed a grave injustice, they could be judged by the fire on that night.
Are you proposing a promise, a deal?
Yes. Build me a Wicca that can fit someone in it, and I promise you that on that night, justice will be served.
Very well. I agree to the terms, but she pulls out, she takes one of the leaves off of her body, and words in a language you don't quite understand begin to be burned into it, singed in. And she says, "When the time comes, I will need, when the effigy is burning, have the people shout this cry, like a toast."
What does it say?
It says that you cannot translate it right now.
Okay,
When
perfect.
when the time comes, you will understand.
I'm going to look up at them. Did you have a name, my lady?
Kelda.
Kelda. I agree, and I promise you.
She offers her forearm to you.
I shall do the forearm thing.
As you do the forearm thing, the vines begin to wrap around your arm as well from hers, and the thorns pierce you a little bit, and the blood just trickles down a little bit, just a little bit of pain, and then retracts and winds back around hers. Till then, and she kind of slowly floats back into the tree.
I'm just going to fan myself with the leaf and walk out of the forest.
Okay. Nadia, what are you doing with your evening? Anything. Doesn't have to be something.
Oh, it did. Oh, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to, find where Chad is staying.
How are you going to go about this?
Chad, was Chad on the rugby team?
Chad is on the no. Chad is not on the rugby team. It's Troy and Henry.
Henry, yeah. Okay.
I do not believe Chad is.
Yeah. All right, question for Matthew Foreman. Would I have does Aurora have a phone?
Aurora has a phone, but they don't have any contact because they don't know how it works.
Okay.
So they just answer it whenever it rings.
Okay.
And then they text back and do their best.
Okay. Nadia would text Aurora and ask where Chad lives.
Yeah, I will text her back. 3318 Thundercock Lane.
Most of the people do live in the dorms here.
Yeah, but that dorm is located.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh,
Great.
jeez. Okay. Perfect.
All right, you now have the address
Yep.
of
I sure do. Okay. I want to go with. Oh, hang on. Is Zari's not with us or is with us?
Zari's not with you anymore. Zari had went off. You by the time you finished talking to Aurora, the Zari was just kind of not with the rest of the crew.
Well, I'll ask Zach, where did your sister go?
Oh, I think she went off. She was trying to talk to that girl you wanted her to follow earlier today. Discuss.
Okay. Well, and I'll just kind of slap Anthony's shoulder, chest, whatever my hand reaches to
Takes off
get.
his,
Yeah.
headphones.
We're gonna go talk to someone. It may involve other things, but I want the two of you with me. And then I'm just going to leave where Chad is.
Yeah, all right. He nods and puts back on his headphones, and you guys walk to Chad's dorm.
Mhm.
I think you can get in without much of an issue. You probably know whoever is working the front desk. You get in.
Ooh. I want to go up to Chad's room.
You do, and you knock on the door. You hear it. Even from approaching the door, you smell the faint scent of weed and stale beer, and maybe White Castle. You can't tell. Hello? Yeah, who is it?
Hey, is this Chad's room?
Yeah, this is Chad. This is Chad and Daniel.
Hey, Chad, could you open the door? I wanted to talk a little bit. This is Nadia, by the way.
He opens it up, and you see Chad. What does Chad look like, Matthew?
Chad is kind of a scrawnier, but surprisingly well muscled. He has kind of long, God, lordy. He has kind of longer hair that's a bit raggedy, but he has really, really good like cheekbones and an angularly defined face. He has kind of a slightly hawkish nose and eyes that are very alluring. He is a hot stoner. Hashtag real X. Bye.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, I can't help but be in the neighborhood with friends, and I motion over to Zach and Anthony. And, well, I can't say for myself, but my friends didn't really have anything going on tonight. And they were wondering if you wanted some company tonight.
Rolla, turn someone on.
I am, and I would love to offer one or two of my members to this person. Which gives me a +2. Oh, well, I didn't need it. Dang it. That's fine. 15.
15, jeez, yeah. So you gain a string on Chad. And he goes, his eyes are like bloodshot, like they're just pure red. The smoke is wafting out of the room. And he goes, yeah. And come on in.
Ooh,
and offers both of them to get in the room.
Yeah, I nod for Anthony and Zach to go in.
And they do.
I'm gonna kind of hold Zach back a little bit and whisper in his ear, make sure he has a good time tonight.
Always. Please, with this?
That's why I just wanted to make sure.
And he smiles and nods, and the door closes behind them.
Yep. And I will leave.
Okay, and you leave for the evening.
Sure will.
For our final scene, we will go to Isaiah and Cordelia at the library. This is called the Good Sir Library. It is dead empty. What do you guys do?
I lead Cordelia back in the shelves to we have a fashion section, and start pulling out some period dress sort of books that might actually be useful. I hope you don't think I have some sort of ulterior motive asking you to come here late at night when it's closed and there's no one else here, just the two of us.
What kind of ulterior motive?
I mean, you're very attractive, and I'm sure you've noticed that I'm not very subtle about Oh, okay. I do have an ulterior motive, just a little one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do like you, and not sure if I want to do this because it might ruin any chance I have with you. But your friend, really intense, dead inside one.
Yeah, Asher.
She's this is gonna make me sound a bit off, but there's something I've noticed about her that seems a little abnormal. Supernatural, maybe even. And I was just gonna talk to you about that if you were willing.
I mean, we can talk about it, but I think everybody knows that supernatural stuff isn't real, right?
Right.
I want you to roll a shut someone down.
Oh, God.
You two really should have taken cold.
Yeah, I should have. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going a real different direction than I thought this morning. That's a 6.
That's a 6. That is a failure. So, on that. So here's the thing, Isaiah. A couple things happen. One, you sense, I mean, you are pretty confident in your beliefs, and you sense that Cordelia is lying.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you choose. You can either take a string that that she has on you, you can give her a condition, or you can gain one on her.
I don't want to take her string on me away.
I have 3 on you, so.
I know, and I don't want to take any of them away.
Oh, no. I don't like that at all. Shit!
I will give you a condition.
Fuck. Okay.
Loyal friend.
All right.
And
Where do I add conditions to that?
you just write it wherever. I don't know if it's on a sheet. But here's the thing, Cordelia. By Isaiah kind of proclaiming this, I'm going to say this activates down the rabbit hole. So you are poking your nose in affairs not meant for your kind. Since Cordelia, you are aware, you gain another string on Isaiah, but Isaiah marks experience for this whole exchange.
Yep.
And the scene ends between you two at the library. And I assume you guys probably go back to your lodging for the evenings, everyone individually, the dorms. And the campus is quiet, only a few lamps illuminating the walk path, the dull blue glow of the fountain in the center of the quad. Then, heavy footfalls and deep panting A shout almost escapes a mouth, but is replaced with a shocked gasp, and then silence. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Oh shit.
What?
Really quickly, would it be possible for me to can I give my dark power a string so that I can use a move right now?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna take better than nothing from the hollow,
Okay.
which means that when I gain a condition, I mark experience.
Okay. You're giving. Okay.
So I'm giving you another string,
Yeah. So
and then
what,
I'm gonna mark experience because I
Sure.
just got a condition.
So when that happens, give me a second.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was like, fuck, there was a move I wanted to do in
Fine.
this moment.
That's fine. When you do this, you guys are sitting in the library, and you see, just for a second, Isaiah's shadow begin to flicker, and 2 white orbs appear on it, and it moves not where Isaiah is, just for a second, and then goes back and matching. And that's where we'll end for the evening. Well, really, that other scene, but really, now we're done.
Nice. Awesome.
But did my boys have sex?
Oh,
This
they
is-
had sex. Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Then that is important for me.
Yeah, well, I was gonna start with that next time. But
Okay,
yeah, we'll do the
cool.
sex move.
Cool. Awesome. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, they had sex. So that was our first session of Fatal Friends and Wicked Lovers, a Monster Heart story. Let's go around. I don't know. I'll think of an order and say your do whatever your Twitter handle and all that stuff, whatever you're involved in, and then favorite moment from the evening. Let's start with Maria.
Hello, I am Maria. I can be found at Happy Capster, basically anywhere the internet is. My favorite part of the evening, God, everything not going according to plan for me was great and terrible, and I'm excited that we're gonna be good friends, Aurora. That makes me real excited.
Awesome. All right. Next, let us go to Matthew W. Foreman.
Hey, that's me. I'm Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. We're just saying favorite moment. My favorite moment. Oh God, I don't know. This is a good sesh. I actually really like that scene at the end there between Isaiah and Cordelia, with the music especially. I thought that was all very good. And I also just love that Cordelia and Asher need more cold. They should probably switch those around.
The old stat switch. That was good. That was very good. Let's go to Anders next.
Okay, I'm Anders. You can find me at Anders_D_K on the internets. My favorite moment was the incredibly relatable and awkward customer service conversation between Isaiah and Asher. That was also a shovel talk. I liked that a lot.
Nice. Val.
Hi everybody, I'm Val. I'm the Nanny Niffler on YouTube. You can find me here on Thursday with Matthew and Emma for my first time ever streaming on being a DM on stream. We're going to be a bunch of American werewolves in London. It's gonna be great. I'm so nervous. It's fine. My favorite moment of tonight. Again, there was a lot. One of my favorite moments was just every exchange between Aurora and Nadia. It was like watching Mean Girls happen, and I loved it. But I also, again, I really liked the relationship between Cordelia and Asher, and like just everything there was delightful.
Very good. And Emma.
Hello, that is me. That's Matthew's line. I'm sorry. I'm Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. And I live here basically. Tomorrow there is a very brand new premiere that Maria will be running.
I forgot about
Hellbind
it.
7.
I forgot to plug my own thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm sorry.
So that'll be pretty great. I'm excited. I'm going to be an android. And then Tuesday, you can find me over on Dice Priority with Ty and Matthew for Dragon Heisters, which is almost as dramatic as this. And then there's just more trauma there. And then Thursday, Val will be running a bunch of American Werewolves in London. And then Sunday, Matthew, Val, and I are back with Goth Brunch. And then we'll be back here with Monster Hearts. So that's that. And let's see. My favorite moment from today, I think, would probably be this is really, I think, probably the scene with all of the auditions. I like that we actually walked through that particular piece. I thought I really liked that. I liked the particular scenes that we all walked through. So I think that is it. That's it. That's all of it. That's all she wrote.
And I am Ty. You can find me here on Variant Rolls Sundays. You can find me on Dice Priority on Tuesdays for Dragon Heisters. You can find me here and there at the Mythos Mystery Society for random other spooky games. We are on YouTube. We are on podcast and Twitch. My favorite moment from this game, I just like everyone's characters were great and all the interactions were awesome. If I had to think a favorite one, I think it was probably Asher shutting someone down and then flirting with them right afterward. That's classic move. Just
Iron hot and cold.
Yeah,
power move.
That was a great turnaround. And then I also love the scene with Aurora in the forest. That was very cool, getting hard supernatural fast. I always love that too. So that was our first session of Fatal Friends and Wicked Lovers. Please join us next week, same time, same place. Until then, class dismissed.